Henry were going at it, he sort of stepped in and said, "I got this," and let me. Did
guys,
he sort of say
guys,
something?
I got to tell you something. I'm going to start lying to you. Well, what is wrong with challenging a kid that made some mistakes?
I'm not saying that.
No, you are saying that. And you know what? If you'd be the same people. And Bob, I love you, but you're the same people that if you didn't hold kids accountable, there'd be the inmates that running the asylum. So Aaron Henry, trust me, did some things that you can't do as a starter on a top 5 team at the end of your freshman year, and they were effort related. And so he's gonna get challenged. And Cassius was great. Now I challenged Cassius in a 2-minute stretch too, because he reached behind a guy, he gave up a 3, casually went with the ball. I mean, that is my job. So I don't know why everybody gets all burnt out of shape.
That's what I was talking about. Cassius showing leadership.
He did great. He did great. Cassius is my man. He did great.
So what did you say to him as he came off and shook his hand as he was coming off? I'm just wondering what that conversation and exchange.
I said, you can't have those 1 or 2 minute. I said, I know I've ridden you like Seattle Slew, but I'm gonna ride you some more because you were good enough to get that done. And but I thought Cassius Winston and so to not be upset, I got asked the same crap in there. Okay,
okay.
So this is just an ongoing thing that you guys like to have fun with me on, but I thought Cassius Winston did the best job of leading from when we walked in this building that he's done in his career. And you know why that happens?
Because you've gotten on him in the past?
Because you stay on the task day after day after day after day. And you know what? I'm so damn proud of that kid because he did say stuff in the huddle. He did say stuff in the court. When he didn't do his job those 2 minutes, I mean, I'm picking on him for 2 minutes. But you know what? The lead went from 8 to -1, or 7 to -1. And it frustrates me because I could do it like everybody else. I could close my little huddle, close my praxis, and then say what I want to say. It's not who I am. And my players know that. Cassius knows that. He don't have a problem with it. It's and I don't mean to jump on you like that, but
no, I'm just
man, I'll tell you what, I just like to know how you treat your kids if they didn't do what they're supposed to do. Well, oh, Johnny, that's okay, Johnny. Go rob that bank, huh, Johnny?
Well, the reality, though, is that Aaron, you need more out of Aaron right now with Kyle out. I mean, you have to ride him, right? Maybe not ride, but let him know.
If it's effort-related things. If it's effort-related things. Now, the other side of that coin, there must be a lot of talks between the head coach and the player over a lot of time. Because we turned right around and went to him in the post, and he responded. So maybe you should look a little deeper into what does it take, And I'm jumping on you guys because I'm not real happy that we were put in a tough situation, and we've answered the bell so far. We got to get by Saturday. If we get by Saturday, then it gets normal again.
That tough situation, where did it show itself the most today? Was it some guys not shooting as well as they normally would? In what ways did it show itself?
Played, I think he averaged 38 minutes a game in 3 games in a row over there. That was one. Cassius, and McQuaid. But Cassius and McQuaid were my horses today. X came back and did some things, but Cassius and McQuaid, locker room, walk-through rooms, huddles, those 2 guys were chasing.
Was today the first time Kenny maybe looked a couple times a little unsure of himself? A couple of those shots. Haven't seen that much from him this year.
Are you being critical? I just want to know if I should.
Kenny?
No, Kenny was awesome. Shame on you, man. I'm being a jerk, I know. But you got it. You got it. So if you could see it from your side, I probably can see it from my side.
Yeah, but people don't care what I say. They want to hear what you say.
No, but they care what I say as long as it's negative.
Matt McQuaid, that 3, the big 3, about 2 minutes to go, and obviously.
Yeah, that was Fife. Fife had a great call on that. They were sagging so far off Henry. We used him as a screener, and we told Matt, "You catch it and shoot it." And then that's why the next time we knew they would switch out, and that's when we posted him. So. We ham and egged it, got a few good plays in there. Matt made a few But they did a good job. You know, we couldn't get it inside. They were sagging off. They were sagging off some guys. And when Gabe went in there, when Connor went in there, you know, those guys haven't played a lot of minutes in the last 2 months. And so I'm proud of what we did. I'm just disappointed that I thought we gave up some things that we shouldn't have given up.
So who was the next guy after? Who was the next guy after Connor?
Who was the next
Who
guy?
was the next guy? Since all those guys had 2 fouls and 2 guys weren't walking boots, who was next?
Let me think here.
Isn't that?
It was going to be, it's either going to be Jack or, yeah, it was going to be Jack, I guess. But it was, you know, guys, it is funny, but it is sad. And it's, you know, I look at with you know, I said to somebody this morning when I was looking over our stats, I said, you know, between Josh and Arnie, that's 50 minutes out of the wing positions. 50 minutes, 18, 8, 30. You know, and that's not easy, you know. But if I give in to them, it's not going to work. So my job is to grind it, and I'm going to keep grinding it. But we're going to get some things straightened out on scouting report things, you know. Number 23 goes right every time. And, you know, sometimes maybe that was the mental fatigue. In fairness, it might have been the mental fatigue. But
so does that help to have a team like Minnesota that you've already played next?
Well, they're a completely different team than the one we played. I mean, McBriar and Coffey are like 10 times different players, but they are real big and they're more of a traditional team. Is that going to help us? I don't know. I got to get Nick back. I got to get him in there more, and yet I think the coverages will be a little easier. So I think we can. That'll be a big thing for us, maybe because I'm playing Kenny too many minutes too. You know? So we'll try to do that. But go ahead. I got time for a couple more.
How concerned?
I can give it, so I can take it.
How concerned were you entering the day with this team carrying a burden of the last 3 years, feeling like responsible for changing that script and things like that?
You know, I thought about that, but as I said, I listened to people on the TV talk about the 3 outs, and I listened to them say, you know, how poorly we played against Middle Tennessee. And that means it was some idiot looking at I don't know what he was looking at, but we played damn good. I mean, we shot damn good. You know, he said we didn't shoot the ball well. And the next year, guys, we were lucky to be in it. I mean, we had all those injuries and Miles and them. I thought we did a hell of a job to get in it. And then last year, I'm not even going to talk about. So, you know what? One thing I've learned in the last couple of years, comfortable in my own skin. I'm peaceful with what we're doing. I love this team. This team has given given our 560,000 alums I hear we have now, everything they got, man. I'm real proud of them. I'm going to give them the same.
I just meant more like of the sense that, you know, you're already going to be tight as it is because it's the NCAA tournament,
Yeah,
but then like those bad thoughts creep into your mind and things like that.
They were tight. They might have been. You know, even some of my assistants said, you know, we felt good this morning, the walkthrough. We really felt good. You know, Cash is nothing bothers Cassius. He ain't feeling anyway, you know. And McQuaid, you know, maybe Kenny did. Maybe Kenny did because he was part of the last Final Four. I don't know. You don't have to ask him that. But I thought in general, we weren't nervous. I do think we were fatigued, okay? I really do. And I apologize for saying that, but I think it was a problem. And now we get our feet under us. You know, we had one practice. We practiced Sunday, you know. Tuesday. We didn't do much. We did nothing Monday and not much on Wednesday. I mean, it was just survival. And they played good. I mean, they played good. They made shots the first half.
Tom, how do you decide what tone to take at halftime, whether it's to calm them down and sort of refocus, or is it to light into them? How do you sort of decide which way you want to go with that at halftime, the way things work?
You know what? Like the huddles and all that, there was not a lot of lighting into other than Aaron's time, but halftime it wasn't that way either, you know. You'd be surprised how many times we just hug and kiss our guys and hope for the best, you know. It's a real interesting. But you know, you got to have a feel for your team. The only way you have a feel for your team is if you spend time with them. And nobody spends more time than I do. Nobody.
Where's this group rank with teams that accept that kind of coaching? It seems like they do a good job of
I just think you guys think it's a lot worse than it is.
Maybe.
You should ask them. Go ask them. Hey, how can I have more open policy than go ask them? You know.
Well, they said they're fine with it. They didn't.
Yeah, because it's not. You see one little part of something. I don't have time to negotiate in a 40-minute game in a 30-second timeout. There's not a lot of negotiating there, you know, and that's all.
You talked all year how they've responded. I think that's.
They have responded to challenges,
Yeah.
and they've responded great to challenges, and they did it again today. And I think Cassius and Matt have a lot to do with that. They were like, Matt is on a mission and he doesn't want to lose. You know, a couple other guys got to get on the same mission, you know, but he's at that sense of urgency where he's not nervous about it. He just doesn't want to quit playing. And that's a cool thing for a senior.
Tom, you mentioned the fatigue and all of that. How impressive is it for your team to shoot whatever it was, 25 to 26 from the line?
There we go.
Yeah.
You know what? Before we left, took the court today, I threatened them, if anybody misses a free throw, you're dead. You know?
So Kenny's dead?
Once again, maybe you want the truth. No, that was really impressive. You know, we made a lot of free throws, and we made one after another. And for Cash to do it, but X to do it, Nick did a hell of a job at the free throw line. You know, and I was proud of him for that. So, you know, we're shooting almost 80-some%, and that's won us some games, and that's what you got to do. All right, guys.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, guys.